Good afternoon, welcome to Rundlii Gaming. So we're going to be doing another video here of a game called Wits and Wagers Party. It's actually a really unique trivia type game. It's a little bit different from most of the trivia games that I usually run into where you have to know the exact answer to a lot of things. This one is more about getting questions that most likely you'll probably not actually know the answer to. Just normally it's how the game usually ends up running itself. And we'll kind of go over some of those questions just to kind of give you a little bit better of an idea here as well. Now, the game itself is going to be played over a few rounds here. And these are going to be your different questions here. And I'm going to give you a couple of demonstration questions. How many hours per week does the average American watch TV? This is one possible question. Or on average, how many days per year does it rain in Las Vegas? Now the person that actually picks up this particular question can choose whichever one that they would prefer to ask for this particular group. So let's say that we do how many hours per week does the average American watch TV? These stats are based on the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics of 2010. Now you're going to actually have one of these little markers here, and each person is going to have their own little board here. So you have a little spot where you can actually write on top of it, and each of us are going to write in how many hours we think that the average American watches TV every week. So for her, let's just say 22 hours. That person will put theirs face down. Now normally you don't actually show the other person what you wrote. We'll go with this one, we'll go with 14. Now at this point, everyone is going to have their person, well, their thing here face down. And now at this point, we would reveal each of them, and we put them in the order from least to highest. Now, the default Elvis here is going to be the number 1. So 1, 14, 22. So this would be the order that we put them in. Now at this point, you actually put down your you'll get 2 of these little tokens here, and you're going to actually bid on who you think got closest. This is based on Bob Barker type rules of like The Price is Right. So let's say if the answer was 21. Now 22 would be closer, however you passed the answer, so it'll actually go to 14. So whoever has the most without going over. So let's say as red, I'm going to go ahead and put 1 on each. Blue really believes in himself, so he's going to put 2 on himself. At this point, you would flip this card over, and the actual answer is Americans spend on average 2.17 hours per week engaged in sports or exercise. However, the actual answer is 19.11 hours. So in this case, it is actually 14. As far as the answer that did not go over but was closest. So how the points work on here is you'll get 1 per token you actually placed on it. So in this case, red would get 1. Blue will get 2 as far as the tokens that were put down. And then an additional 1 because they were actually the card itself that had the closest answer. So in this case, blue got 3 points, 1 for the card, 1 for each of their bets. Red got 1 because they bid on that particular one. So we'll go ahead and do this. And these over here. At this point, you're going to go ahead and erase your answer from the previous one, and we will start another round. So the next question we're going to use is how many fictional characters have stars on the Hollywood Walk of Fame? This is based on the Hollywood Walk of Fame 3 of 2012. So at this point, it's how many fictional characters have stars on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. So for this one, we'll go with 28. And for her, we'll go with 36. They would have both put them face down when they revealed. 28's lower than 36, so we'll go ahead and drop them that way. At this point, we're going to go ahead and have each of these people bid. So blue's going to throw one on himself and one on red. And we'll throw both of these on red. We'll just go with the idea that maybe there's quite a few of them. So on this particular one, there's going to be 18 total. In 1978, Mickey Mouse became the first animated character to receive a star. So in this case, no one actually gets points for it, so in this case, yeah. And now if people would have put some over here, you would have gotten points because it was the closest thing that did not go over, so. Alright, now this usually gets played over 7 rounds, so sometimes what we do is we will usually, so on the 7th round is when you can actually use your current coins that you've earned. Let's say blue got a bunch of coins, red got some coins. And we've just played the 6th round, so we're going to the 7th round. 7th round is your final round. At this point, you can actually wager your own money, but this is only on the final round. So what's going to happen is we're going to read the next question. In what year was a collection of jokes first published in book form? This is according to Discovery News. Each person will be able to, I'm going to go with fairly early. We'll go with the year 700 on this one, and we'll go with this one as 1648. They're going to both put them face down. When they put them face up, put them in order of lowest to highest. So for this particular question, it's actually 350. Oh wait, yeah. So we'll stick with this. Though we're supposed to actually do bets first, but since we know the answer, we'll say that blue decided to bet most of their coins on themselves. And one on that. Those there. And we'll do there. Maybe she didn't really have faith in her own, in her own answer. So she kept just enough coins that if they lose all their coins, then they'll tie out. So, well, that red will hopefully win. So in this particular case, you then read off the answer to it, so 350. So no one's going to get anything here, no one's going to get anything here. So because he bet all these coins here, he's actually going to lose all those coins. And then red didn't do anything there either. Red did bid on number 1, so they're going to get 1 for their token, and then 3 because they bid 3 on it. So they're going to end up getting 4 points out of this as a reward for this. Now, you can make quite a bit of coins at the end, so this kind of gives you that last little chance to kind of come back from a really bad loss and hopefully just take over and win instead. So that's really the game itself. As I said, the questions are all number based, and so it's whoever can get the closest without actually going over it. So we're going to go over a few more just random questions here. What % of American adults smoke? So in that particular case, you would put it face down, try to guess. In this case, it would be 20.6%. That was based on the U.S. Census Bureau, the 2012 Statistical Abstract. Another one is, how many steps does it take to reach the top of the Empire State Building? The answer to that would be 1,860. The steps run from the street level to the 102nd floor. And that's all these questions are. They're all numbers based, so that's why you can actually just write down the answer to any of them and just whoever gets closest. What % of U.S. number 1 bills are contaminated with disease-causing bacteria? Apparently it is 94%. So if you have $1 in your pocket, it is probably contaminated with disease-causing bacteria. So that is the game of Wits and Wagers Party. As I said, it's a very fun game. It's really good for just playing a social game where it's not very serious and just kind of a casual game to play through. As I said, it's not too bad. Sometimes we play past the 7 rounds and just play until we run out of money. So there's different ways of playing it. The game rules itself say that on the 7th round, that's when you do your bet, and then whoever has the most coins at the end of the 7th round will actually win the game. So there's a lot of different ways of playing the game, and that's a pretty neat way of playing your trivia type games without actually being specifically trivia. So for example, it's not all about who knows all the right answers, but you can still not know any of the answers and still do fine as long as you kind of go with the people that you think might know the answer better than you do. So it's just a neat little twist on trivia games in general. So otherwise, thank you for watching Rundlii Gaming. We'll be having some more videos in the near future about some more games. Next week we should have another one posted, so definitely watch for that. If you've enjoyed this video, then there should be quite a few more coming out in the near future. Thank you for watching Rundlii Gaming, and you have a good day.